Hey everyone, welcome to The Percussioner. I've got a special treat for you tonight. We're going to take a look at one of the pieces that occurs commonly in the orchestral repertoire, but is often overlooked by percussionists due to the simplicity of the parts. The piece we're performing it tonight in the Auckland Philharmonia Orchestra, hence the pre-tux look and the organ behind us. The piece is by a French composer named Claude Debussy. I love Claude Debussy. I love the French music. I love the ebb and flow of tempo. I love the blending of sounds, and I love how soloists can move the entire orchestra in a lot of points in his music. The piece we're playing tonight is called Prelude to an Afternoon of A Fawn. It's basically a flute solo. I'm really quite lucky to have our principal flutist, Melanie Langcone, performing tonight. It's absolutely stunning and a joy to play with her. You know exactly where she's going to put her notes. Anyways, so let's talk about why I've chosen this piece. I haven't chosen this because of the Crotale part. It's quite simple. Like I said, 10 notes. They're all downbeats. There's a beat 4 in there and a beat 3. But I've chosen it because the piece actually really highlights two things that I think are often not discussed enough when you're learning how to play percussion, and that's playing with your ears, and number 2, score study, okay? When both of those really go hand in hand, but when I say playing with your ear, what I mean is it's all well and good to count 64 bars of rest and then say 1, 2, 3, 4 and play a note on 4, but that's not what music is at all, and this piece really highlights that. If I did that, I could really wreck the moment, and so I'm constantly listening to know exactly who I play with and why I play each individual note. And the way you get there is score study. I've played this piece 6-7 times probably in my career, and I still got the score out this week. I sat down and looked at it. We'll take a look at some specific examples when I finish here. But for instance, near the end, there's a measure in 12/8. But the only thing that's really happening are the harps playing a 4/6 melody. And if you get into your first rehearsal and you have no idea that that's happening, you're going to be completely lost. You're going to have no idea what the conductor's doing and no idea when to come in with that E that follows. The other thing about listening is that conductors are not there to tell you when to play. Conductors are there to tell you how to play. And especially in French music, I still sometimes have no idea where the beat pattern is, and I've been doing this a long time. So this becomes really listening. Another specific example, is your very first entrance. There's a little horn thing. It starts to, there's a retenue. It starts to pull apart, starts to slow down. And I see my flute player. She takes a big breath, and I just release right with her. And I hit that first note right with her. And that's what's really important. And that's what I mean by playing with your ear. Okay, here we are. This is the setup tonight. As you can see, I've just got the 2 suspended crotales, the E on the left, the B on the right. There are a lot of ways to play this. This is just the way I'm playing it. As you can see on the left, I've got the 2 crotales, also an E and B, the second set that I'm using to play these crotales. You can use mallets. Not everybody has a second set of crotales to use. There's no right or wrong way. But if you notice, where I'm sitting is really important. I'm actually down just behind the winds. You see just in front of me would be the clarinets, and if you look just over here, there's a wide open black folder with no music in it. That's where the principal flute will sit. That's the most important part of playing this piece. If you cannot see your principal flute, then you need to make adjustments. Please just find a way to move. Everybody's going to have different setups in their hall. Everybody's going to have a different program. You might have a giant percussion setup back there, and the Debussy might be the overture. Just make sure you can see them. Great. As I said, well, here's the rest of the town hall. If you want to check it out, look at this. Stunning. Stunningly beautiful. We're going to be underway here in just a little bit. So thanks for sticking with me. As always, send in any questions, comments, and I'll see if I can respond right away. Take it easy. See ya.